I have a Kansept knife here. I almost said Kansept. This is a Cassowary. Cassowary. Just shy of 3 inches. Koch Tools. Stonewash S35VN gray anodized titanium. Cool. Sounds like it's right up my alley. Cassowary. Surely that means something. All right. Well, that's attractive. What's going on with this pivot? It's been nibbed. Bunch of milling. Ooh, it's grippy. Okay. Nice. Well, let's get all this out of our way. How about that? We don't need to be looking at all this stuff, right? All right. Yeah, it's got the same, and that's really grippy. It's interesting. Surely that's going to lend itself to the grip. It's got a satin kind of polished finish to the titanium, almost like it's been painted, but very smooth. Interesting. Combat jimping on the backspacer. The detent's a little stiff. Yeah, definitely. And I find myself wanting to grab that lock bar a lot. So I have to be intentional because I'm pretty sure I'm locking myself out there. Yeah, I mean, I felt it. I got past it, but I definitely felt it. But yeah, this detent is very stiff. I'm going to say that looks like about 50% there. I'm going to pay attention to that as we take it apart. But yeah, it's the only way in this knife is through that backspacer or the back flipper. Yeah. Pretty stiff. I want to check that action without this lock bar involved. Oh yeah, free as a bird. But man, the tension on that is stout. Stout. Let's take a look. These Kansepts, I think both sides come apart, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm going to prepare for it either way. And I'm pretty sure that the screw is actually going to come out well, that's ready to fall out of there. It's going to come out the show side. Yeah, there was no tension on that at all. I want to try to pull these screws because I most definitely want to flip that over if I can. Yep, that worked. Yeah, that can flip over. So these scale screws actually screw into the backspacer. Well, I take them back. No, they don't. They screw into these little barrel spacers. Okay. I see a little bit of oil here. Not a lot. Let's check this lockup. So when it's locked up, it's over there, about right there. So there is not a lot of room there. But it's stiff enough that I'm gonna try to impact it slightly. See if I can't just change it a little bitty tiny bit. And sometimes a little tiny bit will make all the difference in the world. That's too much. Yeah, I'm gonna go right there. All right, let's wipe it all down and we'll get it back together. Nice little S35VN blade. Internal stop pins. I like the little swedge in there. Gives it a good look. If we look at the blade here, it says Cassowary. And then on this side, you've got the Kansept logo, a serial number or a model number, and then the S35VN stonewash blade, kind of satin finish on it. Beautiful. It's got skeletonizing on this side, and then it's got the holes, the milling on the other side for weight reduction. Wonderful combat jimping on this backspacer. They should have put it on the spine and the scales on the top. Got this little jimping here on the scale right there. Should have put it there as well. Small parts. Let's get them. Got the metal racetrack washers. Have the cage bearings. Pivot. With this unique milling on it. And it's really grippy. So surely that's by design. It's aiding in the grip on this smaller knife. Got these little barrel washers. I think I'll just roll them real quick. Just a little bit. And then this had some oil on it, the little metal insert. Okay. We're going to build up on this knife now. Flip everything. I think I'm going to put these in first. Yeah, the finish on this is super smooth and refined. Almost like it's been painted. It's super refined. Got this little positioning pin for the backspacer. I think I'm going to have to loosen one of these. Yep, I felt it give. There it goes. Put this metal insert back in. How about a blade? Goodness. Ooh, that feels good. Yeah, I mean, the only explanation I have for kind of the stiffness of the action is that that lock bar was just too much tension. I mean, pressing this down on there, it still feels like it's got a lot of tension. I'm going to put one screw in and then we'll check everything just to kind of balance it because all the tension is down on that pivot. Let's get some tension back here and kind of balance it out, I guess. Yeah, it's improved. Well, let's finish the last screw because we're not going to go any further with it. I think I could go back and forth on it a couple of times and maybe go for perfect, but it's pretty solid. I think I'll go for better and pretty good. All right. Yeah. Pretty nice. Almost drop shut. Can fail it. I think my finger might have hung it up there. Let's try that one more time. Yeah. I mean, it's got a great detent. Runs really well. I think I'll give it an A minus, maybe a B plus. And the reason that I'm going to give it that grade, it's not that the action's bad. It's because of the size and the ergonomics of the knife. Like the only way in is with this flipper tab. And I find myself really struggling to stay off of the lock bar. And so it's an intentional opening on the knife. Like it's not very intuitive. I got to think it through. Now, if I owned this knife and it was my everyday carry, it would immediately go into my hand correctly, and I wouldn't have any issues with it, I'm sure. But it's not my everyday carry. I'm just picking it up, and it's forcing me to make it function the best it can. It's forcing me to think about how I'm gripping the knife and making sure that my fingers are down there on the pocket clip. Yeah, but overall pretty nice. Ergonomics, I can just get 4 fingers on this and tuck in behind the flipper tab, which is a great finger guard. And so not so confident, very confident. This thing will start to swoop towards very confident. I am really locked in with this little shank of a knife. No doubt about it. Oof. Wonderful. Yep. Reverse grip, really solid. Again, the flipper tab is locking me in. I can cap it with my thumb here. Yeah, very nice here. This, not so much. It's just a little short for me to get that correctly there. But ergonomically, very comfortable in hand. Let's check that pocket clip. I think it's going to do just fine on all levels here. Yeah, it's a good look. Nice smooth satin finish on that titanium on the clip and the scales. Looks good. Nice tension. You hear a click coming out of there? Yeah, great tension. My spot in the back pocket. Yeah, nice little pocket knife back there. Looks good. And it functions. It's got nice grip. Listen for the little click coming out. Yep. All right. Can we get blade contact? Nope. And nope. The tip is recessed. The clip is solid. And I'm confident I can handle this knife any old way I want without making blade contact. Yeah, pretty cool. S35VN from Kansept. And it's crazy sharp, but something tells me that this knife could use just a tiny little strop. I'm going to use my little work sharp here. I just want to be on the sharpened bevel, not on the flat. And this little work sharp does a great job of that. Keeps me right up on that angle. I'm just going to do 2 passes on each side. That's the second and final pass on this side. All right, what do we got now? Let's try it again. Yeah, it just needed a little strop. Had a little booger on it or 2, and pretty solid. All right, well, pretty interesting little piece. Definitely, if you're into smaller, capable, super nice knives, this thing checks those boxes. Yeah, beautiful piece. Price and availability. Okay, so Timber's Edge Knives has this piece for $149, and of course, if you have a discount code, I mean, even the 10% code would bring this down to, what does that bring it down to? Like just over $130, and that's free shipping, no tax over there at Timber's Edge. Yeah, the Kansept Cassowary. Yep. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching. Pretty cool piece. It's a smaller piece, and it is stout, built solid as a rock. Snappy action, but with it being small, I mean, you got to get it right. Yep. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching.